saw another in the 7th round. So
well, that points to the fact that he does, and there was a good right hand by Vasquez, but that he wears his opponents down. Well, he just missed with a left hook.
Canizales kind of flexed his jaw that time to make sure everything was all right. Now they exchange. Good uppercut that time by Canizales. Canizales starting to pick up a little steam here in the 9th round, maybe. Vasquez has to try to pull him back if he's going to try to maintain this title here tonight.
This is generally the part of the fight where Vasquez's strength starts to take over on the opponent. Now we're going to see if Canizales has what it takes to move up right here in this next couple of rounds. But this is when he's going to start to feel the strength difference.
Probably did 11 and 12 of those 16 title defenses by Orlando Canizales, and at this stage of the game also there was an inside gut move by Orlando several times. We saw him come back, and he won the last 2 or 3 rounds to successfully defend his title.
Oh, a big right hand by Vasquez. You're absolutely right. I mean, there's no doubt that Canizales is a warrior. It's just that sometimes you go to war with an opponent that's a little bit more, has a little more firepower than you do.
And Vasquez has certainly shown that he has had that in his career. 2-time champion. Won the bantamweight 118 title February '86. Lost that, came back to win the WBA junior featherweight title in March of '92, and now makes his 9th title defense tonight.
It's got to be encouraging to the Canizales camp that he was able to take 2 very big right hands this round from Vasquez with no real effect.
Canizales trying to wing that left lead. Hasn't thrown the right hand a great deal. The bell sounds here to end round 9.
Now we're working. Come on, that's the only way we're going to win this fight. Look at me. You're still down by 2 points. You're still down by 2 points. Take the top off. Take the top off. Give him some water. There we go. Look at me. I want these next rounds, all of them. I don't want you waiting. I want you to take charge. All right.
Canizales is getting very tired, and he was almost begging for that water bottle.
That's it. Now look at me.
We saw Phil Borgia literally fighting with his fighter, Kevin Kelly, and I thought Canizales was going to fight Reed for a little water there for a moment.
I don't know how much strength he's got left to fight Reed with. You know, it's interesting that Jesse Reed felt that Canizales won that round. I didn't think so, but he still thinks that Canizales is down by 2.
Well, as they enter the 10th round, speaking of a little water and a little what's still in the tank, that'll be the big question here for this WBA Junior Featherweight Championship, as we have it relatively close as we go to this 10th round. With the champion again trying to successfully defend for the 9th time, and then Canizales trying to step up for a new title. Straight lead lad, double left jab that time by Canizales. Vasquez has almost been exactly a carbon copy from round 1 to 2. He hasn't really changed a great deal from the first early round.
Yeah, there was one point in the middle where he seemed to be turning up the pressure a little bit, or I think I wrote it down as round 6 and 7. He seemed to show a little bit more pressure, but for the most part, he's fought a pretty passive fight.
Canizales is no doubt about it in the fact that he has come up to 122. You still see him jumping around, doing a good job. Excellent condition here as we enter the 10th. Not to say that Vasquez is not.
But the point is a good one. Clearly, the extra 4 pounds hasn't slowed down Canizales at all.
But it has not given him extra strength either yet.
No, it doesn't seem to have added very much to his punching power. And yet, you know, on the plus side, he hasn't been hurt. He's taken the best shots from Vasquez so far.
He has indeed. I guess we better hold our opinions until we ask Vasquez if he had any punching power tonight, huh?
Right. I think he's in the best position to make that judgment.
Well, we'll be able to tell us. Larry Merchant, by the way, will be in the ring with the winner and, I would assume, the loser. At the end of this fight, we'll find both sides of the camp to tell us what went on during this war inside. That has been rather quiet compared to that first fight we had tonight. With Kevin Kelly losing his title. Everybody in the building thought it was going to be a foregone conclusion with a 2-1 favorite to win it maybe around the 7th or 8th, but
almost everyone.
Alejandro Gonzalez.
I think he had a different opinion.
Stepped in. Dropped Kelly in the 6th, was dropped himself in the 8th, came back and won it as Kelly, with a swelling right eye, didn't answer the bell for the 11th round. Good left hand by the champion. Canizales walking through it now. Now it becomes the situation now. Does Vasquez have the power that Canizales is starting to say, hey, it's not as much as I thought it might be.
He really has not been able to hurt Canizales. That left hook, I thought Canizales pulled back from a little bit, but he did land two big right hands last round, and he really didn't even get a blink out of Canizales.
Exchange by the champion. Vasquez does not keep Canizales from coming straight ahead. Caught that one right on the forehead.
A nice short right hand by Canizales.
Vasquez starting to show a little bit more respect for Canizales as he definitely is going backwards now in this team.
That's right.
Something he had not done for a majority of his fight.
He'll also be getting tired being an old man.
Yeah, this old pretty soon, you know? And it almost sounded like a fire drill going on in the champions' corners. They're really trying to pump this 33-year-old champion up here for this 11th round.
Right. You know, judging by what we've seen earlier with Kelly and Gonzalez, you know, this fight has certainly been a disappointment. I think people expected more exchanges between the two of them. But I think part of that is the fact that, to me, Canizales is fighting a smart tactical fight, although he may not be punching enough for Jesse Reed's liking. I've got the fight 5-5 right now, and if he takes the last 2 rounds, as far as I'm concerned, he can take the title.
Well, Vasquez starting to back up. It actually started around the 9th after a very close 8th round, probably one of the best. They fought very close and had some good inner fighting. And Canizales has started to back the champion up.
Vasquez seemed tired to me in his corner there. He looks very passive.
Right.
And he has for most of the fight.
He's a little hesitant even to throw punches right now, Wally, the champion. It's as he's just letting Canizales come in, but not able to counter him at the moment.
Well, you know, you can say maybe it's the speed of Canizales, although I don't think the speed difference is as much as I expected it to be before the fight started. He may just be having a flat night. You know, we've been making jokes all night about him being an old man, but 33 is kind of advanced for a fighter. He may just be having an off night.
Canizales, in addition to that great record that he held with 16 title defenses, was also named by the IBF as their Fighter of the Year in 1993. And, of course, based mostly on the great success he had in those title defenses of the bantamweight title, which now is a thing of the past. Canizales, very relentless in his charge here.
That was a good right to the body there by Canizales.
Has he done enough body work tonight?
He hasn't done very much of it. I'll tell you, you've got a fighter who's a bit older and a fighter who seems to have been sluggish from the beginning. You might want to test him to the body a little bit.
Vasquez almost arm punching right now. He's trying to keep Canizales off of him and backpedaling into a corner again.
You know, Jesse Reed can say what he wants to motivate his fighter, but right now it seems to me like Canizales wants his title more.
You can hear them encouraging just to our right for the champion Vasquez, but getting much of a response from him. Now he's starting to stand and fight in the center of the ring.
I just realized something, though. We haven't heard the tambourines for a couple of rounds, so, you know,
a little quiet.
I think the band went home. I don't know what that's all about.
Good looping left hand by, again, the champion. Just no response on the other end as Canizales just kept bobbing and weaving in front of him and coming straight ahead. Canizales digging that left hand to the body again.
So, you know, the way I score a fight, I think you've got to give this round to Canizales. But who knows? You know, some judges may automatically give a close round to the champion, so it's tough to predict what they're doing over there.
Well, they're definitely going to the 12th and final round of this world title fight.
Ok, no podemos coger una mano ninguna. Vamos a boxear 3 minutos de tu vida, Wilfredo, por favor, ok? Atiéndeme.
Leading with the champion.
Vamos a boxear. No podemos coger una mano.
Yeah, Wilfredo, please. That doesn't sound too good. Even I understood that.
Yes. I mean, dig. Turn that body and dig. Come on now, son. This is your whole life right here. This is what you've been waiting for.
Wilfredo, salte eso amarillo. No toca y ponlo a él ahí. Tú no ahí. Ok?
Boy, you can really see how the momentum has definitely changed in this fight. On the other side, they're really encouraging Canizales to finish it. They're pleading with the champion just to try to fight on.
Take him out.
It's interesting. We have two corners who think that guy is losing. Somebody's got to be winning this fight. Maybe it's the referee.
Well, speaking of the referee, Rafael Ramos will bring him to the center of the ring. They'll touch gloves, and they're underway for the WBA Junior Featherweight Championship in the 12th and final round. As we go to the 12th, Wally, you got it how?
I've got Canizales ahead now by 1 point. And I'll tell you, it's been tough for me to score this fight because the rounds have been very close. And pretty much I've been giving one to him, one to him, one to him. That's the way they've gone almost. I don't think anybody's won 2 in a row on my card except for the last 2.
I think it's marvelous you've been scoring. You've been over there sulking about being old.
It's tough. It really is to deal with this age problem, this midlife crisis, and score a fight at the same time.
33-year-old Wilfredo Vasquez. Does he hang on the verge of losing his title? He's held 2 of them in his life. Now Orlando Canizales is trying to get his second after giving up the one that he so sexually defended for 16 consecutive times.
Let's just hope it's in the draw.
Oh, my.
I have a feeling we're going to see it again anyway because it's going to be close either way. And I'll tell you what, if Canizales wins it, Vasquez is going to say he did not do enough to take the title.